Hello everyone, I'm Professor Geek. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my birthday stream. As I said, I wasn't going to do a stream last night because it made no sense to do that last night and tonight. I don't like to fill up the stream or the channel with too many streams, but yeah, just here for a few minutes to hang out with folks and check in and see how things are going. Not sure exactly how the camera clarity is going to go here a bit. If it gets grainy or whatever, I'll just shut down the cam and pop it back up or whatever. So we'll see how that works. But welcome to everybody who's popped in here already. Thank you for the birthday wishes I've seen. It's kind of hard. It's like how can you not, as a YouTuber, do a stream on your birthday, call it the birthday stream, and not be fishing for happy birthday? So I guess, yeah, I'm fishing for happy birthday. That's not my point. Okay, that's not my motivation for doing this. I just wanted to do a stream, figured make it the birthday stream and celebrate and show you guys some of the cool stuff I got for my birthday, actually. Some really cool stuff here. Daniel Heron sent a gift that he said I was not allowed to open unless it's on the stream. Then he says that he's not even going to be on stream tonight. So I'll just catch it on the replay. So I got to open that, in front of him and everything. But we'll do that in a moment. Welcome to John Hansen. Thank you very much. Len Green, welcome to you. Veronica George, welcome. Christian Lapsley. The Sentinel, good to see you. Spidey Rules, Joshua V, Sir Stone, AL, many folks in here. And we've got a couple geek-related things we'll talk about as well. One or two. I don't know. We can kind of do this as a Q&A as well. If you guys have some issues on your mind that you'd want to tell me about or ask if I have any thoughts about it, if it's even something I care about, who knows? We'll see. Maybe we'll start, though. Maybe we'll start by... Do I want to open up Daniel's present first? Should we open Daniel's present first, or I got some pretty cool stuff already. Just in case. All right, Daniel spelt my name with a K. Come on, son. He knows better than that. It might have just been the people at the post office. Let me show off a couple things I got for my birthday, because I got some sweet stuff. Got some good birthday hauls while everybody is deciding on topics to ask about or whatever. Actually, I got I will show you guys my favorite birthday present. Oh, and Lister, good to see you there. Captain Red, All-American Cornbread. All-American Cornbread. Good. All right, let me show off a couple things, and then we'll open Daniel's present. Let me grab my favorite one. There we go. That's my favorite birthday present this year. You just go for a little bit. Yes. There you go. You can sit closer.
Hi.
Favorite birthday present this year. Sound Engraver is here now. She lives here. She's moved to my state, so no more horrible month-long slags between visits.
Yeah, August was a really long month.
Yeah, that stunk. But we're good. We're moved in. Trying to get the mic out of my face.
Pointed toward me too.
There you go. It's a pretty hot mic there.
Yeah.
So, Final Fantasy 012, welcome to you as well. Am I going to do more team archetype videos? Yeah, I did. I did the Trinity, the
four,
the Epic Four.
The Epic Four.
I think that's all. There is something to the duo aside from just sidekick, and then there's something to the five, a group of five as well. Yeah, maybe do something like that. So thank you. Pretty good. Appreciate it. AL says that's cute.
I see John Hansen saying hi to me. Hi, John Hansen. Nice to see you.
And then
Oh,
there we go. The mic, yeah, sound cut off. Thanks. You guys were just telling me about it, so much that it just happened for a second ago. I've had some this Focusrite that you got me using. It's
not working. Focus wrong.
Actually, I think it's okay. I think it's the connection to my USB ports. They're getting a little frayed because I was putting some pressure on it and binding that a bit, and I think that's what it did.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. So would you rather read it on this
Oh yeah, this
or
is
this
fine.
one here?
Oh,
Okay.
whichever. It looks the same to me.
Well, the other
Oh
one's at a
yeah,
delay.
yeah. See, I have YouTube on dark mode, so it looks the same to me. StreamYard is on kind of that brighter mode.
Gotcha.
But did you know that we're actually sitting on the wrong side? Because you're usually on my left side.
Yeah. Do you want to switch? You're softer spoken anyway.
I guess I am.
You can sit closer to the mic.
That's fine.
All right.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
Squeeze in there.
There we go.
In frame. Okay.
All right. That's better.
Good.
That's better. That feels much more natural.
Tom Spiegel, welcome. What's Tom Spiegel saying there?
Thought I was late for a second, but the thingy only says you've been streaming for a few minutes. Good. Happy birthday.
Yep, only a few minutes, and won't do too long of a stream, but just checking in, and I did promise Daniel Heron that I would open his gift on air, so I'm going to do that in a moment. Thank you, Abysmal Dragon Slayer. What's Owen Lister saying there?
You want an iconic trinity. Look at the team from Jaws. Matt Hooper, the brains, Quint, the muscle, and Chief Brody as the heart of the team.
That was a good trinity. That was a good trinity in that movie. Good. When she said, if you want a good trinity, and she started reading it, I thought, oh, Lister's going to bring up some anime again. But I was pleasantly surprised. You actually, you got layers. Good job.
I think he did that for you on your birthday. Yeah. That was his gift to you.
Big Al's not here. He didn't know when I was going to stream.
Oh, sad.
But he is We're back. That mic, I think it's that port, because that's what it is. I usually plug it into this port over here, but I was flustered getting ready. So if it happens again, we'll just unplug it. But I did want to show off. This is something Al got me years ago, but it's so cool. It's a Batman pocket knife.
That is sweet looking.
And both blades on both sides.
Oh my gosh.
So if I was, adept at,
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm going to cut myself with it.
I know.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
So.
That's not how you do it.
Yeah, you have to pinch that in.
Well, no, I know, but don't you just Nah, I won't do it on stream, because I feel like there's. Can I try?
Yeah, sure.
I feel like you just use your thumb. Like
this,
and then you. But I'm not gonna try that because I don't know that knife.
That looks like the play you probably should do it, but I'm not that coordinated, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it with as many fingers as possible to keep those fingers. But using this to cut open Daniel Heron's. Want that blade? It's like a battering. I know exactly. Spidey rules.
That iconic, or Professor Geek, everyone knows the iconic trinity is Mo, Larry, and Curly.
Fan Man, Big Al, and Prof.
Would that also be the Marx Brothers as well?
No, because they're sometimes in some movies, right? Some movies it was just Groucho.
That's true.
Zeppo and Groucho, Chico, and Harpo. But Zeppo was in some as the fourth.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a fourth.
Yeah, Zeppo, and then there's another one who just did the behind the scenes, because they started out as vaudeville, and a lot of
troubleshooting, guys.
There we go. I don't know why that is. It doesn't even have to be plugged in.
Arcade Burns is here.
Welcome, Arcade Burns. Eric Zod, good to see you. I did ask Daniel Heron. He said, open this on stream. I said, is it safe to open on stream? He said, yeah. I said, is it safe if a certain someone was next to me? He said, yes. Yeah. So anything happens here, it's on Daniel.
I don't think he's going to give you presents that, like, I wouldn't approve.
Yeah. That's true.
Like he would know.
That's true. Birdman would know that you'd come for him.
Yeah.
So, all right. What we got here? Are you kidding me?
Is it inappropriate?
No.
That's stupid.
It's yep. Let me get the plastic off.
Oh god.
I think this is to compliment the Ernest doll. He wants this to set aside it, I guess.
I'm sound engraving is not approved.
I have a Steve Urkel doll.
Okay, I'm fine with Steve Urkel as long as I don't know if you can hear me with the phone.
Sorry. Let me get that.
I'm fine with Steve Urkel as long as it's not that creepy dummy episode. For Halloween.
Yeah.
So Steve Urkel's fine. I just don't like the dummy episode.
He's missing glasses. You can tell where he's he should have had some glasses, but I like his little. He's got a pretty good pose to compliment
Yes.
Ernest. Now there's a drawstring. I don't know if this works or not. We'll see. Got the laugh and the snort. We'll see. Yeah.
It's a little crackle.
That's like
what
the
it's
Ernest
like.
one is too.
Oh, is it?
I gotta go get Ernest now. You entertain them. I gotta get Ernest.
Ah,
I gotta introduce
man.
them.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Daniel. I know you're watching this on the replay. I don't approve. The Ernest doll makes fun of me when I really fail at my video games.
This is what our poor sound engraver has to look at when she's at my place playing video games. She has to look at Ernest sitting on the TV stand, pointing at her and smiling.
It's just like, oh.
So.
Yeah. It works.
I think that works. Both on the TV. There's room enough for both
Yeah,
on the TV stand.
I guess. Do they have to be there while I play the games?
That's when they want to be there.
Oh,
I like
Daniel.
the shoes. Daniel's cracking up right now and he watches us in the replay.
Thank you, Daniel.
I want to check camera quality's still okay. All right. Elf Runner, welcome to you. What about the Urkel bot? Oh yeah, the Urkel bot. That's right. Forgot about that. Ernest P. Worrell. It's almost October.
I know.
It's my birthday tonight, technically.
Yeah. I mean, I'll do it. I mean, if
you would watch Ernest Scared Stupid
for your birthday?
For my birthday.
I'd prefer to do it in October.
Okay, in October.
Okay.
All right. Fine.
That's not.
That's okay. Yeah, we'll watch Ernest Goes to Camp tonight because that's still.
I'm not spontaneous. I like to be told in advance what we're doing.
Tom Spiegel, 2 comic legends to make Sound Engraver's life utterly miserable.
I like them as people, but as dolls. Now, actually, to be honest, the mic's in the way. I can move it over here, or I can move myself over here.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, the TV's so big that I actually do not really focus on the dolls.
Gotcha.
So as long as I don't want them on either corner, I want them on one corner. So it's less space to look at.
You want them kind of closing in on you
Nope.
from the side? I don't know if Urkel will go on the TV. Urkel's a cool doll. Who else would it be? What's a doll that would definitely go on TV? I don't know if they make dolls of what else? What's a good comparable? I'd put Pee-wee. On the other
gosh.
side.
No. I'm already making the rules. I haven't even been here 1 week.
She's the boss.
No.
I don't know. Who else would I put? I don't know. Ernest is so cool. He's not only sits, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's next to him are all of his DVDs and a couple of books on Ernest.
No, that's fine. I've seen that. Why don't we just make it an Ernest theme TV?
Okay. Well, okay. With
Are
that.
you okay with that?
You see how I did that? I
Yeah.
threatened to do something even worse, and now she's okay with an Ernest themed TV.
And now I know what you're doing, and then I'll not compromise next time.
Oh, a listener says, my favorite Steve Urkel moment was when he and Carl Winslow turned themselves into Bruce Lee and beat up criminals in a warehouse. I don't remember that. That sounds pretty cool, though.
I do forget, because it's been years since I've seen Family Matters. I do forget that there is speculative in that show.
Mm-hmm.
The speculative pseudoscience happens.
Once Urkel came in and it got weird. Spidey Rules, the Twilight Zone Child's Play ruined dolls for me. I am kind of fascinated with ventriloquist dolls. I think they're kind of interesting, or stories about them, I think. Because it's easy to do a horror, but also the you guys ever watched Everyone Loves Raymond? Do you watch that much?
I didn't really care for the show, but I did appreciate that one actor. What was his name?
The brothers, what I'm talking about. Robert, yeah.
Garrett, his name?
Brad Garrett. Yeah.
Brad Garrett, yeah. I enjoy him.
He's a comic voice too. He did
oh yeah,
Lobo on the Superman animated series. He did a bunch of other stuff, voices and whatnot. But anyway, his character had a ventriloquist dummy at one point, and because he was so repressed and it's all of his latent anger toward his family was coming out through the ventriloquist dummy.
Oh yeah, that's kind of creepy.
It was good.
I do like ventriloquist work though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very if I would meet someone in real life who did that work, I would say they're really talented.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when they can do more than 4 characters with different personalities.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks, Daniel. We appreciate it.
You're the man, Daniel. Appreciate that. Comic Skaters here too. Welcome, Kal-El 48. Just noticed. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. Is that Bricker Custom? The one, we're not gonna stay on here long, but the relative topic I had to talk about was just something I saw the other day, and I don't know how many of you guys saw the was it behind the scenes episode for the Luke episode of Mandalorian?
I don't even know the official title because I'm not keeping up with that, but it's the bonus behind the scene, bonus features behind the scene.
Okay.
But I thought it was in the chat. If you guys wanted to clarify, if any of you know, isn't it like an hour-long episode or something?
Probably it's like a behind the scene feature or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it. I don't watch that stuff. But I did see a news story saying Dave Filoni's talking about how much more powerful Ahsoka Tano is than Luke Skywalker. I'm gonna check that out. And it's really it's insidious and it's infuriating because all he's being interviewed about the Luke Skywalker episode, and all he's talking about in that moment, or all he's asked about in that moment, is how did you approach Luke's fighting style? When Luke's coming in at that point, how is he supposed to, or how did you approach having him wield the lightsaber and whatnot? And he started out saying some things that made sense, right? Luke isn't somebody who's been trained at an academy or anything. He had training from Obi-Wan very briefly, and then Yoda. And then we know if you follow the real Star Wars, which is the EU, you know that he's looked into some different records and whatnot and stuff, and found some different scrolls and whatnot. But he's not is someone who's been trained in an academy, like in a dueling ring or whatever. So it would look different than some of the stuff we'd seen in say the Clone Wars, or if you were accepting the Mandalorian and Ahsoka's little role in it, it would obviously look very different than her lightsaber work, dual lightsabers and whatnot. Sure. But he can't stop there. He has to go and talk about how much more training she's had and how she's so much more powerful and blah, blah. Ahsoka is his little baby, and he wants Star Wars to be the Ahsoka Tano story. And he's not going to rest until he does. And people are giving him that power little by little by little. And you might say, well, what's so wrong with that? I mean, of course, if she's alive at that point, then she'd be older. She'd be more trained in the Force. She'd have so much more experience. And so why wouldn't? But look what you just did there. Ahsoka Tano has no business being alive at this point. Yoda tells Luke, last of the Jedi you will be when I die. But Ahsoka's not a Jedi. See, she's got all the cool stuff of a Jedi, but none of the stuff that weighs her down. And stop it.
So, if I may interject,
because
Ahsoka Tano is so powerful, why is there no mention of her with a character like Yoda or Obi-Wan?
Yeah,
those would be the two characters, and obviously she was sensed somehow by. I don't know whether it's Vader himself or Inquisitors or something like that, but obviously, I guess she has backstories, like of a novel where she's trying to hide that she has Force sensibilities or something. I heard there was.
I think that's a Disney continuity thing. Yeah.
Oh, is that a Disney continuity?
It's a Disney continuity novel.
I thought that was, but the point is, it sounds like she has to actively reduce those sensibilities for them not to be detected.
Yeah.
So it is essentially breaking canon if she's so involved. Now, I actually don't have a problem with her being alive when Luke is around, but she's not involved. She's somewhere else,
Well, the thing about it is it does start to okay, well, how come she couldn't be the one? Because if she's so much more powerful, why didn't she go face Anakin? And you can say things, well, okay, she's off in a different part of the galaxy. She's looking at fighting Thrawn at that point, which is stupid anyway, because Thrawn's his own man. He doesn't need Ahsoka shoehorned into his story as well. And that's what Filoni's doing. He's shoehorning Ahsoka into every important character, every important time period, every important storyline of Star Wars. And he's methodically doing it with each spin-off shows. She'll be the thread that links, Mandalorian to her show and to Bad Batch and to this other show and to this other show.
The previous Clone Wars episode.
Yeah. So
just want to say Firewatcher sent you a happy birthday super chat.
Oh, thank you very much. I think $5 is that. Happy birthday.
It's
two. Thanks for all. Well, I lost it.
Because it's going away.
Thanks for all you do for the community. Thank you, Firewatcher. Very much appreciated.
And he has, or she, I don't know, Firewatcher, what you are, but Firewatcher has a great comment below. He says, or Firewatcher says, I don't know if you're a guy or girl, Filoni won't stop until Ahsoka is the Force.
Is the Force. She is, yeah. She'll maybe become one with it, become the true avatar of the Force or something. Because she can't die. He won't allow her to die.
Because she's also, he has set her up to be the nexus of different timelines.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a Marvel thing, right?
Yeah.
The timeline thing doesn't really belong in Star Wars. It's just not a Star Wars thing.
No, there shouldn't be a multiverse in Star Wars. And the thing is, everything Star Wars centered around the Luke Skywalker saga. Even when the EU started writing books in the Old Republic era, you know, long before Luke or Anakin or anybody was, you know, even remotely born, they still were kind of centered around the Luke Skywalker saga because they're looking forward to the day when the Chosen One would bring balance to the Force, or for the Sith, the Sith Hari, you know, the one who's gonna, you know, which is basically Palpatine. They're all looking forward to that moment, so they're all centered on that moment. With Filoni's shoehorning of Ahsoka into everything, the only reason Luke was the one to redeem Anakin was just because, well, it was his father and it was kind of his place and not hers. That's it. No, Luke is supposed to be the chosen one. He's supposed to be the actual one. They thought it was Anakin, but it's supposed to be Luke who brings balance to the Force. He becomes this incredibly powerful Jedi master and founding the New Order and everything. And just bit by bit, people are letting Filoni chip that away.
It's gonna be like he was supposed to have his own law firm, but now he has a partner.
Yeah.
That's Ahsoka Tano.
Divinital Kayan, welcome, $5. Pretty much, I appreciate that. Here I am. Happy birthday, Prof. Appreciate that. Eddie Miseo Castillo for 2,500 CRC. I'm really bad at different kinds of currency, so I don't know what that is, but thank you for it. And so just came to say happy birthday. Have a good one. Thank you very much. And I do have to, I do appreciate that. Thank you, Eddie. And I have to go recognize Big Al up here.
Oh, hey, Big Al.
The Prof and his greatest
That's
gift.
Right. That's right. I don't know. Will it be a gift or a curse?
A gift. Not always a gift, my love. Always a gift. Cool. Thank you, Al. I don't know. Let me check the time. I know you're about to do a rewatch. Yeah, in about 3 minutes over in Nanette's channel. So
no. It's Nanette's at Central Time is 9 o'clock. We have an hour.
Al, confirm that for me if you're still here, because I didn't think to ask that. I didn't think to put those parameters. So when Al said it'll be at 9, but Al would have given it to me in the Eastern time, I think.
I guess I could check my own phone.
Al, well, he'll let me know here in a second. From Costa Rica, Eddie. Okay, cool. Costa Rica. My daughter's a 4th Costa Rican. Very good. No confusing currency. I'm really bad at any currency. I know the euro sign or the not the euro. Yeah, I know the euro sign and the British pound sign. That's it.
That's pretty much it for me too. It's terrible.
Yeah. Ignorant Americans. Sorry. Abysmal Dragon Slayer for $10. Thank you so much. Says I may be in the minority, but I never liked the Clone Wars show. Ahsoka is Filoni's pet. OC. Do not steal. Pet OC. Oh, original character. I think he inserts her because doing so gives him a sense of ownership over the setting.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
It's his stamp. It's not George Lucas's stamp. It's his stamp.
It is his stamp.
He loves that. He loves that phrase, Filoniverse. I bet he just I don't know. I can't get into the mind of anyone except my own, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like that would give him kind of an uptick.
Al was right. 10 Eastern. So you're right.
Oh, good. See.
Shouldn't have doubted.
I knew they were Central Time.
Yeah, no, I totally get it, and I sympathize with people who don't appreciate the Clone Wars from an EU fan perspective, because Dave Filoni came in and just blatantly disregarded all the EU continuity that it would not have been much trouble for him to figure out. He's famous for not ever having read the EU or even remotely knowing about it. He knows a couple dangerous things to know that he gets wrong occasionally. So, but I do think the reason I really like the Clone Wars up to season 7, not the nonsense that Disney did, was because, and you pointed this out to me, Dave Filoni is not the writer behind Clone Wars.
Yeah. And
people who are defenders of Ahsoka say George Lucas created Ahsoka. George Lucas, I don't know who created the original seed of her, but George Lucas was okay with what I think is a great idea, having Anakin have a Padawan. That's a really unique idea, and let's see that development stage in his life.
For him to understand loss.
Yeah, for him to understand loss. But and that's what they say in the original Clone Wars movie. Obi-Wan says he is ready for a Padawan, and Yoda says, but I wonder if he's ready to lose a Padawan. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Let me get this super chat from Firewatcher.
Actually, you want to put it up?
Oh, yeah, sure. The Chosen One brings balance to the Force. Anakin trained Ahsoka. Ahsoka is the balance.
Yeah.
Dave Filoni. Yep. He'll put that out next year, as early as next year. I guarantee it. Yeah, he's working toward that.
Which, honestly, I'm not really following too much more of Thor Skywalker's channel because I just kind of getting burned out on new Star Wars content. And, Thor Skywalker's a positive guy, and so he wants to make the best of things. But, it's getting to the point where I'm like, I can't enjoy new content because I'm just not following this content anymore. But he actually had a great take on the balance. The balance is not the removal of the dark side. It's keeping them in like, I guess this is bad, bad phrase for this, but keeping the ducks in the row. There's got to be light side and dark side. It's not the removal of the dark side. So if, let's say, Filoni argued that point, like Ahsoka is the balance or she is the Force, well, then she's got to have some nature of her that would go to those dark side propensities. Well,
like Luke did in the EU, he eventually founds the new order by bringing balance, but he's no longer celibate. Like the Jedi don't have to remain celibate, and you can love, you can have passions, stuff like that. But GL wanted Ahsoka to die. George Lucas wanted Ahsoka to die by Vader. Filoni thought otherwise. Yeah, Filoni fought him on that hard. And I do think you guys are right, ownership. But what I was going to say, I sidetracked myself, was that what you pointed out to me, I didn't ever realize. I just thought Filoni was the guy for Clone Wars. I didn't bother looking at credits all the time. Filoni rarely wrote proportionally in terms of episodes of the Clone Wars. He didn't write, more than anybody else. And he also rarely ever wrote alone.
Right.
The only time he ever writes alone is the Siege of Mandalore.
Yes. So he's written the episodes he has been a part of the writing has also involved one or two other writers. He's never written anything. Yeah, co-writers. He's never written anything exclusively on his own. Besides the Siege of Mandalore, which if you want to check out my channel at Sound Engraver, I have a whole playlist on the Siege of Mandalore and how terrible the writing is.
I'm gonna try to get that link up.
Oh, the whole playlist?
No, for your channel, but yeah, the playlist too. But when he's listed as a co-writer, that could mean a number of different things. What I imagine it means there is that it means he had an idea. Make sure Mike's still good. He had an idea for this episode, but he let somebody else execute it.
Yeah. Because
that's what he's not good at. He's not good at execution. I've pointed out so many times the number of things. Which one is it?
It's the one in the corner there.
Right here. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. So many times that he's not good at showing character development. He'll just do a jump. In time and suddenly show this character differently and stuff like that. He can't write. He only writes a very limited number of female type of characters. You're the Mary Sue or the old wise one. That's it.
Characters he hasn't created are rather inconsistent. One of the victims to fall prey to this inconsistency is Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan in Siege of Mandalore does not act in any way his nature.
No.
As he should act as a Jedi at that time, even right before the fall.
Yeah.
So
I've got the link there to Sound Engravers. She goes through. She had the stomach to actually go through Siege of Mandalore.
It's a lot.
Everything she says is spot on. I just didn't have the stomach for it. Like I couldn't go through and analyze it that much myself. But she's picking out point by point, bad writing after bad writing after bad writing choice.
It was kind of a morbid enjoyment, really, in a sad way.
Another super chat here from Arcade Burns. Thank you very much, sir. $15. I got an anime rec for you. Well, for $15, I'll take it. If you pay me $15, you can recommend anime.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
It's about an orphan boy who decides to become a great ninja to protect his hometown. It's called Batman. Thanks for all your work. I see what you did there.
That's nice, Arcade Birds.
Good one. But now he's thinking, wait a minute. I could have recommended real anime. So you can still put one in the chat. I'll take it.
For another 15.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Big Al saying the video is a little fuzzy. Yeah, it's getting I usually stream much later when Wi-Fi is clear and stuff like that. But it's not bad. It's not grainy to a point where you can't see. But thanks for letting me know. Keep an eye on it. Let me know if it gets unbearable.
I never look on YouTube when I'm streaming on StreamYard, so it looks pretty fine on StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard's always clear.
Wow,
yeah.
that's
it's annoying.
That is annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to go back to our point with what's going on with the upcoming Star Wars content. Unless you had another point.
No, I was just going to point out, Firewatcher said he confesses to this and some of the behind the scenes on Close War DVDs. Yeah, it's his stamp. It's his little ownership of it. And people are becoming okay with that.
Yeah.
You know, this nonsense about Filoni's the chosen one. They want to make him the new George Lucas. They would be the addiction, the need for the content, and the somehow deluded mindset that thinks Filoni's doing everything true to the original. Would be perfectly okay with him stepping in as the granddaddy of all things Star Wars and totally overriding and redoing the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Can totally see that happen.
I would see something like that happen. Even if it's not by the hand of Filoni, I do see a reboot, a total rewrite, actually, I should say, a reconstruction of the original trilogy in the next 10 years. I think it's going to be a little bit after the 50th anniversary. They wouldn't dare do that by the 50th, but they will do it after the 50th.
They'll be super sly about it too. They'll make it like an animated version of the original trilogy. Isn't that fun? You guys like anime? You'll watch that kind of version. It's not redoing the original trilogy. It's just a fun anime version of it, something like that, and get everybody on board. And then during the course of that, they'll make radical changes. You know.
Can I say something about that anime?
Yeah.
The anime news.
Yeah.
I listened to some a few videos on the upcoming Visions, if it's not already been released. And you know, a common comment that I come across with this kind of content, people who don't watch Star Wars but would watch this because of the stylized animation.
Yep. That's
so like, I don't watch Star Wars. I'm not into Star Wars. But I'll give this a shot because I think it looks cool. Yeah. So they're actually doing Star Wars for people who don't watch Star Wars.
Yeah.
But I actually also wanted to make the point too that, you know, for this upcoming content that Disney has, you know, watch out for things like continuity, because everything it seems to be that everything is tied either to the Mandalorian, like it's an expansion of the Mandalorian, or to the Star Wars Rebels storyline. Yeah, because already, you know, with characters like Bo-Katan, you know, she had to be brought into the Mandalorian, goodness knows why, only to connect, just have that tissue. And then, the tissue to Rebels and also Clone Wars. Yeah. And other characters, I guess other characters introduced in the Mandalorian are going to be in the Boba Fett or the book of Boba Fett. And that's going to have ties to the Bad Batch. All of it's supposed to be an extension of
it's a big galaxy,
the
guys.
Mandalorian. And the Mandalorian, that was originally supposed to be a side story, Western type feel. It wasn't even supposed to, I think the first impression that everyone had was it wasn't even supposed to have anything to do with the Force.
Yeah. AL pointed out in a second, a comment that ran away. One of the shorts that I talked about, Disney Channel did an animated short trying to focus on the women of Star Wars or whatever. And they did this animated short, I've talked about it before, of Princess Leia in episode 4. And they retold Luke and Han breaking her out of the Death Star. And they told that story was with Luke, Han, and Chewie were bumbling idiots. They don't even know what to do. You know, she's the one that saves their skin. Now, some things actually happened in the movie. It was her idea to shoot the hole into the garbage chute. Great. You know, you didn't need to insult and drag down Luke and Han just to make her look competent, because she was a great actor in that escape as soon as they got her out of that cell. But they did things like Luke tries to do the grappling hook and he's like, I don't know how to do it. And she has to do it for him and all this kind of stuff. And
that iconic scene where he's roping to the other side and she's hanging on to him. Gives him a kiss, says good luck. That's a great scene. Why would you want to bungle with that?
Gotta mess that up. Gotta make him an idiot, and she's the one that does it all. I show my students that after we watch, because sometimes I do my class or worked around the original trilogy, and we watch A New Hope, and I talk about Leia and how she starts out as that damsel in distress archetype, a good, solid archetype, but she expands beyond that too into a heroine of her own right. And then I show her that short, Disney short, and they get it. They get it immediately. And these aren't like anti-ideologue students. They're just, in the context of critical thinking of the class, they're like, yeah, that makes it seem like she's weak if they had to drag the male characters down just to make her look good. So,
yeah.
Sorry, the chat is going crazy here. Yeah, Ahsoka has her own series. Yeah, she doesn't deserve her own series. And she's going up against Thrawn. The Thrawn trilogy is what it is, and it's nothing to do with Ahsoka Tano. It's brilliant. Stop it.
I find this to be a very curious thing where, years before they said, hey, guys, EU is Legends. Okay, fine. As much as it upset people, fine. If Disney wants to wash their hands of it and do their own thing, fine. So why are you bringing characters, especially characters of some magnitude like Thrawn, a character out of the EU like Thrawn?
Yeah.
Why are you putting him in continuity if you just kind of shelve that and say, well, no, we're doing our own thing. Fine, do your own thing, but don't take what's good about the EU and say, hey, this is what we've created, because the audience, a lot of the audience is not aware of that. And they are going to make Thrawn competent in incompetence with Ahsoka.
Yeah.
He's gonna look so bad. He's gonna look so bad.
Yep. She's gonna be amazing.
Yeah.
And kick his butt. I'll get to the super chat in a second, but a couple good things. First of all, like Elf Runner says, activists can't write greeting cards, let alone TV shows and movies.
Oh yeah, that's good. Thank you.
What was I gonna say? Shoot, I had something. Maybe it'll come back to me. But I see this comment up here, which I did not know this. I did not know this at all. Greg Nowicki, am I saying his name right? Talking about the Gargoyles cartoon. We both love Gargoyles. Was great. The creator claims now that Lexington, the small gargoyle, was actually gay.
I want to bring up a problem with that instantly.
What?
Well, first of all, that's not true. He's just one of the guys.
Yeah.
Second of all, let's take the foppish literature buff diminutive little small gargoyle and make him gay.
Yeah, that's not stereotypical.
It's like.
Yeah, it's just after the fact. I've said this many times. It started with J.K. Rowling trying to, claim and earn brownie points, earn virtue signaling points for herself by saying, I always envisioned Dumbledore as gay. You don't get to do that. Once you're a writer and you've written something, movie, book, whatever, and you put it out there, it's still yours. You control what else comes from that universe in terms of copyright and everything. And you still have that power over it, but you don't get to go interpret how people should watch or read it. You've lost that. If you didn't put that stuff in the story itself and they don't pick up on it naturally, you don't get to go and tell them how to read this or how to watch this or what to think about this. No, that just doesn't, you've lost that power at that point. That's not how art production works.
It's actually
get to this. Divinatal.
Yeah.
Divinatal Cayenne. He took you up. He took me up on it. $15 super chat so we can make a rec. Nice, thank you, sir. Well, shoot, I'll make a rec if it takes 15 for Halloween. I suggest Over the Garden Wall by Cartoon Network. It's 10 episodes, a mix of Disney's Legend of Sleepy Hollow. And
that does sound interesting.
Man, you just like flipped all my triggers there.
Yeah.
A mix of Sleepy Hollow and Alice in Wonderland. I never do this. Never do this, but I'm actually writing that down.
Guys, this is a one-timer.
I don't think anybody's going to beat that. I'm going to write that down. What's it called? Over the Garden Wall.
Over the Garden Wall. Oh. Because you love Legend of the Sleepy Hollow.
Legend of Sleepy Hollow and Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Over the Garden Wall. Cool. I'll look that up.
So actually, going back to things like, J.K. Rowling and the idea that Lexington would be. Okay, first of all, he's a gargoyle. Are we supposed to know their sexuality? They're gargoyles. They turn to stone. Okay, we don't. But it's an admittance. This is admitting to. I don't know how to write a homosexual character.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they. I don't know how that works.
They don't know do it. Yeah.
They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
There's that. You guys, you ideologues out there, write them.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. And actually, the other thing too, there could be admitting another thing, and that is, I wonder if they secretly believe they won't have the audience, because in literature you have a publisher specifically for lesbian literature.
Yeah. Yeah. It's branded.
Yeah. So but how big is that audience?
Yeah.
Not very big.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what they could be thinking as well.
Yeah. And it's also the what is that brand of literature like? It's
Big Al says really degraded as
Oh.
far as the video.
Oh, still, at least we're not choppy. We're a little. I'll stop it, the camera, and jump
Yeah.
back in a second. It'll probably. I'll get this super chat while the camera's off, and then I'll jump back in. Thank you to Vessel of Amala, $10. Just wishing you a merry birthday, and thank you for breathing new life into classic heroes. I also love that you encourage us to exercise inner strength at the end of your investigations. Thanks. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that.
That's a great one.
That's really cool. Is that your original art, or is that a comic thing? That's cool avatar there as well. Really appreciate that. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, with the Tim Drake thing, I heard them say that people who are trying to defend Tim Drake as gay are bisexual, because people are rightly pointing out that he's never been bisexual. This is all new that they're trying to shoehorn into this. And do you know what it's like to be bisexual? You remain in hiding for so long, and most bisexual people never admit it until a long time down. What kind of argument is that? Are you trying to say that every author who ever wrote Tim Drake secretly knew he was bisexual, but they knew he'd probably be still closeted at this point? No, that's dumb.
You don't write like that.
Yeah, no.
You don't write in such a way where you'll with your ambiguous writing, the reader will say, "Oh, they're really meaning this." Mm-hmm. Like the readers will churn up the same suppositions about this character that I do.
Yeah.
It really is grainy.
Yeah, it got grainy there.
I wonder if it's my phone on Wi-Fi.
I don't think so. I'll stop the camera again for a few minutes just while we're chatting, and I'll try it again in a second. But what is this 144th birthday stream, Berserk Knight? Not that old.
142nd. Minus 100.
I'm 29. No. Sorry. Obviously, you guys know I'm only 38. 42, okay? 42. It's not going higher than that. That's what I am. 42. So, actually, Al pointed out that's the answer to the question in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
The answer is 42.
So I am 42.
That's right.
So what was the question? The question was...
The biggest question of the universe.
How old is Professor Geek? That's the question. You guys got it now.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me check this.
Yeah, it's great. I listened to the Stephen Fry audiobook of that book.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
That's cool. I have never read it. I'll admit to that. That's kind of something. I don't often like tongue-in-cheek comedy sci-fi. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not objectively against it. It's just a taste thing. The camera is just... It's not the camera. It's the stream Wi-Fi quality. So it'll come back around eventually. But so people were asking what I thought about Terry Pratchett the other day. And I said, hey, nothing against Terry Pratchett. He's really... I know he's got a lot of fans, and I know he's written some good stuff. And I did read Good Omens, which was co-written by him and Neil Gaiman. But I just, and for the most part, I don't like reading that sort of. I don't want my sci-fi to smirk at me. Does that make sense? I don't want my sci-fi to smirk at me.
Can you elaborate just a little?
Like, it's all satire. Like, when something happens, I want it to be a real deal that happens. It's an adventure. That. It's not like, you get it. Not that kind of thing,
Yeah, that was a N.K. Jemison's bit. She said, we could talk about the end of the world, but let's, that was the first sentence. Mm-hmm. I gave her 5 pages because everyone said that was the best. I don't even know what the book it's called, but she said, there was the end of the world, but let's talk about the more important stuff or something. I can't remember. I was like, whatever. You're not making me interested in this world that is, coming crashing down and stuff.
I do want to get this for Owen Lister.
Wolfton.
Oh, Wolfton's here too. Hey, welcome, Wolfton. Good to see you. Owen Lister. I got a question about this. He says, be on the lookout, because this is Owen Lister's own property, is Beetle Blaze, this hero. He's been talking about for a while. Be on the lookout for it on Facebook. Have you made a page on Facebook or a group on Facebook? Or is this going to be an online comic? Or what do you mean when people need to be on the lookout? I'm just curious. But good to know that more of that's still coming.
And for the record, I'm sorry to say, Sound Engraver is no longer on Facebook.
Yeah, Sound Engraver is not on Facebook.
Still on Twitter.
Al's trying to geek shame me again. Dude, even I read Hitchhiker's books. Al does this every now and then. He geek shames me.
Yeah, that's funny.
He didn't, he said the word Jeffries Tunnel, or Jeffries Tube. The Star Trek, the original Star Trek, the utility tube that they're always shown in, is called Jeffries from, I think, the think the guy who designed it or something like, I don't know. He said the name, and I know what it is, but it didn't click. And I said, "What is that?" And he said, "It's from Star Trek." He said, "It hurts that you don't know that." Like, are you kidding me? You geek shaming me. Private Eye, sorry late. Happy birthday. Was doing my own stream reacting to your video. Oh wow, cool. Appreciate that. My audience seems to like you. Cool. Good to know. Cool. Private Eye. I'll have to swing by and check that out. Appreciate that. Usually I don't worry about other people reacting to my videos because it's usually not good. And those people usually want attention. They're usually not very big on the sub count, so they want me to engage them or something, and I just never worry about it. But if it's a good reaction, I'll check it out. And we're frozen on my awkward smile. Okay, it's good.
I think your smile is very handsome.
Oh, I thank you. Mm-hmm. She's not just saying it because it's my birthday either.
No, it's not true. I mean, that is true. Yeah.
Thomas Spiegel said, "Al's got a point. Everyone's got to read Hitchhiker." I would read Hitchhiker. I'll get to that. Just that kind of thing's not my first
book. But I never, to be honest, I never finished it. I have a bad habit of not finishing books because every time I'm working on a book, I sometimes just am moving or something. That won't be a problem anymore.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, she's been through move after move. Are you still streaming on Monday, or is it still up in the air?
Well, actually, so I was planning on streaming this Monday. It is up in the air because first, I don't have a microphone stand. Actually, I have this.
You're welcome to use this.
That's true. But I've been putting up my acoustic foam, and I only covered one wall, and I'm almost out of foam, so I need more foam.
Her room's much bigger than she thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so I might not have the setup for streaming it. I would say hopefully by the 13th of September.
Yeah.
So maybe one stream for the month of September, and then doing it starting with October.
All right. Well,
I do want to say though, this shirt, I didn't realize until we were driving to church that this is the shirt. And these are the jeans that I wore when we first met.
That's right. In last August.
Yeah.
We've been chatting for a while on via Zoom and our StreamYard and stuff like that. But we were going to meet for the first time. That's right. Saw that beautiful vision waiting for me at the front of your apartment complex. Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
Arcade Burns for $10 on Tim Drake. One, he's always been a big target for I don't know how to pronounce that word. The fangirls, at anime comic cons. That was mere days before the DC Webtoons announcement. LGBT comics are very popular on Webtoons. Coincidence? Yeah, good point. I didn't know that, but yeah, it's a good point. They like, I've done that last week's live stream was talking about how they know what they're doing, and they've got a lot of little methods. And I released that standalone video of how Disney Star Wars and how they're messing with Star Wars fans. And I've got the standalone video ready to post right after the stream on how the MCU is doing the same thing. Phoenix Halcyon, our resident fan artist. Here's some birthday bucks courtesy of my new job, animating for Freedom Tunes. Cool. You're animating for Freedom. That's awesome. I love Freedom Tunes. You ever see their videos?
No, I haven't, but you're such a good artist.
Yeah, you're good. And that guy is he's like super libertarian, and he's got biting satires, and they're hilarious. Good. They're hilarious.
Good for you, man.
Yeah. He was even a guest somewhat recently on Matt Fradd's Pints with Aquinas that I really enjoyed. His he talks really fast too about a number of episodes, and poor Matt Fradd's like, you talk really fast. But that's really cool. Congrats on the new job. I'll look for your stuff over there.
Yeah. Let us know when those are being released.
Yeah.
Keely Chow's here.
Keely Chow. Oh, welcome, Keely Chow. Thank you. Thank you for the birthday wish. Choi, 1980. Thank you. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to sort of run out of streaming steam.
I miss streaming, so I'm
you're fired up and ready to go. Okay. All right. Well, if you got another topic or an idea, throw it out there. I'm happy to tag along.
I mean, I could talk about Star Wars and
Wait, I gotta see this. Oh, American Cornbread says, Professor Geek, consider yourself lucky. All the women I talk to on the internet end up having beards. No beard. No beard.
Just this wonderful.
This one here.
And may I say, I approve of the soap.
Oh, that's right.
Today is a New Hope soap.
A New Hope soap. Today's the Obi-Wan soap. Yeah. So if you were here, no, not everybody here was, but Thursday night when we we're doing the Star Wars EU book study, I showed off. Actually, let me see what the camera's like again.
Yeah. Maybe I should. Can I take a
Yeah, you want to
sniff?
Sure. I started on the Darth Maul, the heavy grit.
Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was.
You can still smell some of that in the box.
This one was pretty alluring. Yeah,
she liked that.
Yeah, this was pretty dangerous.
It's the new hope, the only hope soap.
You know, this is good, but like I like the Darth Maul set a little
bit. I know,
better.
yeah, I do too. But yeah, this is for those who missed it on that stream. It's Dr. Squatch Star Wars edition soaps. Yeah. So pretty sweet. I've got I'll show you the inside, the art and everything. I'm using the soap obviously, but I'm gonna save the box because it's a nice thing there.
It is a really nice box.
Yeah. It's that Obi-Wan soap is only hope soap. There's a wisdom wash for Yoda, dark side scrub for Vader, and then the ruthless rinse and exfoliating heavy grit. Black sand soap for Darth Maul.
That's actually pretty fitting for Darth Maul because he's got the horns on his head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Togruta, not Togruta, Zabrak. And also in the inside, you've got it shows a picture of their lightsaber when you pull it out there. So beautiful. That's for those who don't know what we're talking about.
I'll have I think a review coming up in a day or so.
Oh, cool. Yeah, check out Big Al's channel if you haven't. What have we got? I got quite a bit here. 58. Yeah, if you don't check out our book studies, you know, Al's my co-host for all the book studies, and he's been really ramping up his channel, doing a lot of reviews and whatnot of monster movies, things that you probably hadn't heard of before, and they're really good. So check out Big Al Presents. See if I can find that link too, as long as I'm here. But yes, I don't know. You think tomorrow should be the Wisdom Wash Yoda or the Darth Vader?
Are you gonna have like all the soap like in the shower or something? Is that how?
No, I've got them in baggies to preserve them, so I can use whatever the day calls for.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm not just gonna use one until it's gone or anything.
Oh, that sounds like me. That's something I would do. But...
Oh yeah, no. Here's the link to Big Al's channel. Welcome, Alec Purdue. I see you in there as well. Good to see you. Private Ice has been thinking about this past few days, but what do you think about the Pirates of the Caribbean? I loved the Pirates of the Caribbean. The first movie was wonderful. Loved it. I was okay with what they did in the trilogy, rounding it out. That was okay. I liked it. I actually liked it quite a bit. I was hoping for more, I guess. So then when they did Dead Man's Curse, I thought that was so cool. People say Dead Man's Curse isn't that good, but I loved it. That was part 4. I think that was what Dead Man's Curse is what it's called.
I don't think I saw past like a little bit of the second one. Yeah.
I loved it. And I even use it in my class of archetypes sometimes because Johnny Depp, Jack Sparrow is the quintessential trickster. He's very much trickster. Mm-hmm. So he's a great example of that. And and Gore Verbinski, I love Gore Verbinski's movies for the most part there. And I still haven't seen the very last one that they did when they brought back Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley's characters. I still haven't seen that. I need to, but I know that they're remaking them now, all women cast, or the Jack Sparrow character is going to be a woman pirate.
I just want to say, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
As a woman, I find an all-woman cast to be pretty boring.
Mm-hmm.
I guess as a straight man, that would be pretty interesting, but
not really. Not the kind there.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I find. Oh, this is probably controversial to say. This is just a preference of mine, but like I find men more entertaining in stories like that. Now I know that men and women can pair very nicely in comedy and stuff, but maybe not an all male cast either. But just like but exclusively an all female cast sounds really boring. Yeah,
I don't think the feminine energy is conducive to to carry a swashbuckling adventure.
No. Not at all.
Now in Dead Man's Curse, what's her name's character? She was very swashbuckling too, and was a great, foil, or kind of not a foil, but a great compliment to play off of Jack Sparrow. So it's not that they all have to be damsels or anything.
Right.
No, they can be pirates too, but I don't know if they could carry a movie like that all by themselves without it becoming a different type of movie. It would be of the genre of all women,
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Thanks for Red Monarch, $2. Cheers, happy birthday. Appreciate it. Yours was 9/1. Oh,
happy
cool.
Birthday.
Close birthday. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, September is such a pretty month.
Mm-hmm.
I wish my birthday was in September.
I always look up like who's famous born on your birthday, and there's like Beyonce is born on my birthday. I'm not gonna get excited about that. Mitzi Gaynor was born on my birthday. She's this old. She was in a lot of the old movies, dancing and whatnot. But I just learned today who else was born on my birthday. Patricia Tallman. You don't know yet because we haven't watched Babylon 5 yet. But
okay.
the psych core, telepath. Yeah, Patricia Tallman was born on the 4th. And should we tell them about the other thing?
If it happens, we don't know if it's gonna happen. I
can't imagine it not happening.
My sister's so far she's in the hospital, but she's she's
good quality there.
Oh, good. The quality's there. My sister is having her baby sometime today.
She's in labor. Yeah.
She's in labor, and she was gonna do a home birth, but unfortunately, they made it past the date that was legal for midwives, so they had to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
And so right now, what's the time?
It is 9:30.
9:30. Here it's 6:30 over there in the Northwest. So she's got about 5.5 hours for my niece to be born on his birthday.
And the reason that's significant is because I was born on my uncle's birthday, and my daughter was born on my sister's birthday.
And so my niece would be technically,
just saying, just putting it out there. That's a thing,
Yeah.
Thank you to Alec Purdue. Sorry for coming late, Prof. Unfortunately, I can't stick around for the stream. Email me a mailing list, and I'll try to get you a proper gift when I can. Oh, you don't have to do that, sir.
That's nice.
I do need to get that PO box up and running again. Get a new one, basically. But that's appreciate that, dude. I thought you had my home address. Did you, or did you always send it to the PO box? I don't know.
Thank you, Final Fantasy fan 012. Yes, I'm becoming an aunt for the first time. Yeah. I'm in my mid-30s, and I've never been an aunt before, so it's pretty exciting. Actually, we were in Walmart, and there was a baby crying for most of the trip. I started getting a little teary-eyed. I was just like, oh, a baby's crying. My sister's having a baby.
Yep.
So the plan so far is I'll be streaming one time this month because the plan is that I'll be traveling for about 2.5 weeks or so.
Go visit your sister. Yeah.
And so we'll see. We're hoping we can set up like the car for videos along the way, because it's gonna be a long road trip.
Yeah.
Which I'm so excited because I love driving through those states. But it's like 80 miles of plains and stuff.
Yeah.
So we might get creative with some car videos.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Big Al said, "God bless the little baby."
We don't know the name yet.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to know the name.
Your sister's not letting anybody know the name until it's born.
Yeah.
Because I hate saying it. Well, no, I can say she. We do know.
Yeah,
it's
a girl.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless it decides what gender it wants to be.
Oh my gosh.
Like out of the womb.
Oh. Owen Lister said, "I've been struggling trying to find a new franchise to look forward to, but so far I just found some cool action movies, anime, or classic movies to watch." Yeah, there's not much out there currently being made that you can look forward to.
I'm not saying this as a suggestion to you, Owen, but really getting into the middle of September into October, I'm just going to be binging on Ray Bradbury. He's just an author I want to get to know a little bit more, and to be honest, I've only read Martian Chronicles. Like, that's not really his most famous stuff.
We read Halloween Tree now.
And Halloween Tree, that's true. But I just like the idea of the man, who he is, and what he's written. So, just maybe pick an author that you can binge on for a little bit.
Yeah. Thanks, Al. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Yeah, we're not going to go too much longer here anyway. But Al's actually, Al, if you're still here, drop the link to the Netters Network's channel. You can do it. You're an admin there. Because you'll be doing a rewatch. I forget what movie it is that she's doing. But it sounds interesting. Some of you might be interested in it. It sounds kind of speculative. Do you remember?
What they have to do with the zombies or something?
Yeah, but that was only part of it. It was like a weird combination of that and something else. Maybe I forget. A is for Anna. Is that what it was called?
Like historical fiction with zombies?
No, it wasn't like Pride and Prejudice and zombies or anything like that. I don't think it was that. I don't know. But they're doing a rewatch over there, so you could check that out if you like.
Also, maybe, what about foreign films, guys? Like go to, and I'm not talking about Japan. I'm actually talking about just other producers, from maybe Europe or or South America or something like that, where just getting into other things.
Yeah,
that isn't Western.
Kello mentioned Cobra Kai.
Well, I said Europe, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. I haven't followed Cobra Kai just because it's not really something I'm interested in, but I've heard it's supposed to be really good. I guess that's something. Yeah. Wolfton Media says it's horror, prof, not your cup of tea. Zombie musical, Anna and the Apocalypse. That's what it was. It was a zombie musical. That's right.
See, I don't like zombies or musicals, so it's not my thing at all.
Yeah, Anna and the Apocalypse. They're going to be doing over on Netter's Network. So yeah,
I kind of want to say just in general, for people who are kind of sick and tired of what's happening with Hollywood and all that, just remember that we don't have enough time in our lives to enjoy all the literature and all the film that we want to enjoy.
It's already been created.
Yeah. So I would just, habits are hard to break, but the one habit to start having, make a habit, make a good habit is just exploring.
Yeah.
And looking at other stuff.
And don't be afraid to say no when it's no longer worth saying yes to. Yeah. It drives me crazy. Comic collectors were the first place I saw this, and now I've been seeing it with the fan addicts, consuming everything. But like when New 52 just dragged Superman's name through the mud, and a Superman collector's like, I know it's really bad. I mean, I still have to collect it so I can have the whole collection. That's why I'm still buying it every week. But yeah, it's really bad. No, stop it. Say no
for his birthday.
That's right. For my birthday. Stop it.
For the whole year.
Stop. Consume stories responsibly. That's your birthday present.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be, 59 people watching here.
Yes.
If 59 people decided no, and then they told 59 other people.
There you go.
And then 59 other people.
There you go.
Now 58 because someone got mad about that.
That might have been Al dropping out. Well, I'm that's pretty much all I had to say. Did you have anything else you wanted to bring up or talk about, or?
Well, just I guess maybe not really a plug, but I have a couple projects happening with me. I'll be. I've been kind of laying off on the sound experimentation videos and the music videos on my channel just because I've been moving and I've been transitioning and adjusting to the new life. Which has been great, but they'll come back in time, maybe within a couple of weeks, maybe even next week, depending on if I have something. I do want to get back into Super Collider, but that's going to be probably into October, November, and December. I have an album that I'm working on. I sent track 3 of 4 tracks to my mastering engineer, so I'm waiting for the third track of 4 tracks. I got 2 tracks done already, and that'll be released this month. It's a 4-track kind of. It's a little bit of space ambient, but it's also pretty eclectic too. It's not strictly ambient or ambient, but it has kind of an element of, kind of cosmic flavor to it.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so check that out, and I dropped the link to her channel there. Make sure you subscribe and check that out.
Oh, and one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm also working on a single track called Bradberry Lane.
That's right.
Paying homage to Ray Bradbury.
Which I get to listen to after this, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we should do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to close with this because it was a cool comment. Jenko M said, many coincidences between the Archangel Michael story and Batman's. Do you think that to be a coincidence? Or do you think this be the case, especially with their chaotic nemesis Joker and Lucifer? The thing, I actually considered a book on that or something like that. But no, it all has to do with the archetypes, that I do with my channel about. And archetypes in terms of even with the Catholic saints, in terms of the communion of saints, like just for the sake of that, a lot of things attributed to different saints aren't always things that we historically knew about their life. And so needs in the human psyche do arise, needs for heroes that sometimes we see, with saints like that. So yeah, I've done a couple of those over on my Professor or Catholic Bible Geek channel. But whoa, got some super chats rolling in.
Don't forget the other one.
Yeah, I'm gonna way up there. Divine Comedy Productions. Thank you so much for $10. It's happy birthday, Professor.
Go ahead, say.
So if I could recommend to you a webtoon Barrel Shell. If you like cartoons like Popeye plus giant robots in fantasy, it's for you. Interesting. I haven't watched Popeye in ages. Webtoon. That's a website. Everybody keeps talking about that.
Don't click it away.
Okay.
I just want to say I love your avatar because that's like, is that Super Mario Brothers 2 with the phantom floating head?
That's right. It looks exactly like that.
I think that's the one.
Yeah.
And I was just playing that game a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So thank you, Divine Comedy Productions.
Yep. She's with me for the retro box.
Yeah, he said something really sweet last night. He said it's my retro box.
It's my retro box is your retro box. Francisco for $50. Dang, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Happy birthday, Prof. Today is my birthday too.
Oh,
awesome! Happy birthday to you, man. Awesome.
So many birthdays.
Yeah.
So many births.
So many births in September. Wanted to thank you for all the content you have made. Consume stories responsibly is a good one indeed. Wish more people would apply it. I agree. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Ethan Van Sciver's birthday is the 3rd. His was just yesterday too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So lots of birthdays out there around here. But thank you so much, Francisco, and happy birthday to you. I hope you have a good one, good evening, and good rest of it. Definitely.
And actually, Scott Pickering says happy birthday. And a passing badger says, I missed your video, Sound Graver. They are coming back. I miss doing them.
They're fun.
I miss my Super Collider and Logic Pro and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So my channel's been kind of on a lull, but it's coming back.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to pick up October.
Mm-hmm.
August and September has just been really a lot of stuff happening. So.
Yeah.
But I don't have much more to say.
Okay, yeah. I think we're going to go video game now.
Yeah, he wants a video game. I'm on a stream high right now.
You're on a stream high. If you got more to talk about, hey,
I know. Actually, I'm just talking about stuff.
You just want to
stuff like that. But
be on the camera.
I do miss it.
Yep. I hope you stream tomorrow or Monday. We'll see if we can make it happen. I'll come over and see what we can rig sound-wise.
Maybe we can hang up some blankets or something.
Yeah. Out of frame, it would work.
It'd be out of frame anyway, because I'm covering up. I'm covering up the visible wall with foam probably tomorrow or Monday or something like that. So.
Yeah. Spidey Rule says, speaking of Uncle Ethan, he predicts that John Kent will be the next one to be made gay. I wouldn't be surprised about that at all, because didn't they already try to say in that new stupid Lois and Superman show that one of their sons is like non-binary or something? I wouldn't be shocked at all if they tried to push that John Kent.
Well, now we have a new generation of people having their own movements and stuff like that. But before this movement, before this ideology was really in full force, I hate to break it to you guys, but not a lot of people, like proportionally, like I don't know, they're not part of that ideology. If I don't want to say something so controversial.
I don't know.
They're making all these people gay. It's like proportionally in reality, that's not true.
Oh no, that is true. Yeah.
Like most people are attracted to the other.
Not just with
I'm not saying anything against,
Yeah. So. Not just with sexual orientations too, though, with transgender, with all these different races. I mean, to watch these media, you'd get the idea that any store you walk into has an equal number of gay and straight and Latino and white and black, and that's not how the world works, and that's it's kind of stupid. So
and the only way they're growing in number, is with children who are very impressionable. Anyway, go ahead.
And it's kind of a joke, especially if you're reading a comic or something, and someone gets jumped by a gang. Oh, they make darn sure that gang is completely eclectic and a lot of white people in there, and
So like all the noble people, they have to be from different pockets, but then have a gang from Hong Kong or something like that. Like villainy can't be diverse.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you can keep chatting if you want. I need to go grab another soda.
Can you grab me a water bottle?
I can. Okay.
I would like to say too that you know who really wanted a homogenous demographic in villainy? Emperor Palpatine and Darth Lord Sidious.
That's right.
He only had humans, and they were only men who were part of the Empire. Now, I'll give a Disney credit that at least they're trying to make the what's it called, First Order. They made them diverse. There were women. There were people of different ethnic backgrounds.
I can't wait until the First Order shows up in The Mandalorian, so people can stop pretending. No, they're trying. You're actually not going that way. You just had to say that.
That's what I want. That's what I want to talk about. Is I'm sorry, keep it.
No, but that's all.
Is oh, what was I wanting to talk about? Oh, by the time, guys, this is my theory. September 4, 2021. Okay. By the time we all realize that all of these things are going to connect to the sequel trilogy, by that time, every fan is going to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're going to say, oh, well, it explains that. Like, they're going to... Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau, they're going to create so much beloved content that's actually in the future going to explain characters like Rey and Finn and Rose Tico.
Yep,
that's right.
And they're gonna, and I can already hear the arguments now. Well, I mean, the sequel trilogies were unfortunate, but they're not that bad, and we got all this other cool stuff to it. So yeah, just get over it, man. This is Star Wars now.
Yeah,
and the same people who are going to say that are the fandom menace. The people who are all 100% against it and everything. As soon as it came out, definitely. Yeah,
they're going to be Disney's press before we realize. Like, I would say by 2025, they're gonna say it's not that bad, guys. Honestly, because it's going to be like every show is going to be really beloved. Like the Ahsoka series, the Bad Batch series, all these series are going to be beloved. So proportionally, they'll have. I think they're going for proportion. They're going for like, okay, we've got all these shows. We've got like 10 shows that have been good since our beloved Clone Wars season 7. Like, or let's say Mandalorian is really the impetus. I think that's the impetus. So like, come 10 shows later, it's like, well, guys, it's been 10 shows and only one sequel trilogy. I even saw a comment the other day where it's like, guys, what's the big deal about the sequel trilogy? It's just bad movies. That's all. It's like, there you go.
Yep. People who don't understand mythology. I've done videos about that. Well, yeah, that's my whole Consume Stories Responsibly channel teaser. Stop saying it's only a movie. Yeah. It's only comics, guys. Come on. No. This is culture. This is culture altering mythology. It's not just a movie or just anything.
Oh, and watch out for this too, guys. I've seen it float around where people are saying, yeah, the hero's journey is outdated. I mean, even people among the fans, it's like, well, yeah, we need to do something that extends beyond the hero's journey.
We need other types of stories.
Then write them and then watch them.
Watch them fall. Yeah, Captain Marvel was something other than the hero's journey, and it fell flat, and it's never going to resonate, and no one cares about it. Unless they're ideologues who just identify with it as a banner right now, but as soon as they get a new banner, they won't care about that anymore. Hero's journey is not just one type of story. It is the human story that you can have 1,000 different, millions of variations on. I mean, that's what Campbell pointed out in Hero with 1,000 Faces, how many different variations there are on it.
And does that extend regionally, like across the world?
Yeah. Across different time periods, across different geographical areas, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Jinko M again. Yeah, I've been studying Christian mythology or angels, and so angelology, that was called? I know demonology is a word, to make a superhero comic based on that. Hope to send you a sample once I finish it. You know this obviously, but yeah, you would have to like Catholic theology is a very specific thing when it comes to angels, because they have some angels that aren't necessarily in the Protestant Bible and whatnot. But and then there's also like traditional Jews have traditional Jewish religion has its own like named angels and stuff like that too. I think traditional Judaism and stuff.
Speaking of Christian symbolism, I wonder where Dr. Y is.
That's right. Yeah.
Dr. Y, where are you?
Somewhere around. He disappeared for a while. Then I did see him come back. I think he's probably busy.
Is he here?
Not tonight, but I mean in general, I saw him not too long ago. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, but that's it. I mean, I can rant about Star Wars. You guys would be bored. But
check out that, like, if you're on our side with the Siege of Mandalore, or if you're just kind of on the fence about it, check out that playlist that she made, because she meticulously goes through. I'll put it in the chat again since it's been a while.
I will say too, I did a video called "The Ultimate Dilemma of Disney Star Wars," and there's a thumbnail where Luke, a beautiful, hopeful picture of Luke Skywalker, has this big red X on it, and he got the X, and I got the images, and he got the big X and the green check mark. So that was great. But the dilemma, it seems a little far-fetched, and I don't think it will be proven until probably 40 or 50 years down the road. Maybe sooner, just depending on how fast this is going, because they're just churning up new shows left and right.
Yeah.
But the ultimate dilemma is that I do believe Ahsoka Tano will replace Luke Skywalker in his own story. But bigger than that, that is really just the replacement of George Lucas. Now, people get on me for saying things like this because they say, "Oh, well, you're a George Lucas. You're part of that camp." I'm like, I'm not part of a camp.
You're a Luke fanboy.
I'm a Luke Skywalker fangirl. But unless, well, I'm not on a George Lucas camp or a Dave Filoni camp or whatever. The camp I'm in is the camp of the artist. If the original artist, the original creator, is supplanted and forgotten, I take issue with that. Whatever poor decisions that George Lucas made, it was still his original creation. The prequels, poorly executed as they are, they're still his original work, and they should be respected. Like I know, like I just get this bad feeling now that we're talking about this, I get this bad feeling that even the prequels are going to be rebooted.
It's no longer his.
And I don't know if it's going to be like maybe it's going to be the prequels first, and then the original trilogy. Because you know what Filoni once said? He said that Star Wars is a non-linear story because the episodes are 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3. He calls it a non-linear story. I was like, dude, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
That's
the prequels did happen before,
even
though they were made after.
That's what happens when you just don't know what you're talking about. You don't do the research in the mythology. Star Wars is an interesting case because Lucas was, for a number of reasons, he was tired of doing it after Return of the Jedi, and then he was tired of doing it after the prequels. You know, prequels weren't as received as he would hope they would have been.
And he got abused for that.
Yeah, he did. And but the thing is, he'd given this amazing gift of Star Wars to the world that was so just bursting with fertility of mythology. So many, we just wanted to hear more from that universe. The characters themselves, they just resonated so much because he knew what he was doing. He was following the hero's journey. He was a student of Joseph Campbell, and he knew what he was doing and making that be the case. And you can't put something like that out there and then just leave it alone and walk away. And he knew that to some respect, which is why he greenlit the EU. And he was okay with everything that happened to the EU. Now, he did reserve the right to, if he were to make movies, not necessarily do what the EU did, but he wasn't making movies. That's the thing. So the EU became Star Wars. That became the mythology of Star Wars. And when Disney bought it and just tried to pretend that none of that happened, none of the legends. You know, like,
but we like Thrawn.
Yeah.
Because everyone else likes Thrawn, and he's a cool character, and we gotta remember, guys, I've said this on my stream, by the way. Ahsoka is getting all the bad guys. Every bad guy. Except Count Dooku. She's got Grievous. She had Cad Bane.
Darth Maul.
When she was like 13 years old, she had Ventress.
Stop.
Darth Maul. Who I thought she should just team up with him. She had Hondo. She had Darth Vader before she was pulled out by Ezra to the time jump. I do like that Elf Runner had a he had a comment. I was like, Ahsoka. Oh, what was it? Let's see. Yeah, just a little bit. It was a short one, but it said, just a little bit more. Elf Runner says, Ahsoka's always seemed more like a barista than a warrior, and it's kind of true. You know, she could be that impetuous teenager, but she's why in the world does she need Thrawn? That is such a fan fiction move.
Yep.
That is like, I love this character so much, but I have to but I love this villain who's not my villain. I didn't create this villain, so I have to make my baby, knock this person down a peg.
Yeah.
Like that sounds, That's like sounds like fan fiction I would have written when I was 17 years old.
Mhm.
That's how bad that sounds.
And this is how little. And we'll close up here in a little bit because I don't want to go over the rewatch.
It's true. Sorry.
But this is how little Filoni understands about the EU. And you can answer this for me because you know enough from watching me play the games and do the rewatches or the book studies. That episode of the Clone Wars where they go to the planet and there's the father and the son and the daughter who are like
Mortis.
Yeah, who are like embodying the Force and the light side and the dark side. And the son goes and has that moment where he's just really embodying the dark side or whatever. Dave Filoni said in the behind the scenes that he was really fighting for having the son to see visions of Darth Bane and Darth Revan, and how cool that would be to see the great dark lords of the past there, Force ghosts of them. Now, what is the principal draw of Darth Revan's story? Redemption. He's not Darth Revan anymore, idiot. If you remotely knew anything about Revan, but he doesn't. He pretends he does, and he just Darth Revan, that's a popular character. Cool, we'll put that in there. No, that's Filoni's EU knowledge. It drives me crazy. That's like Batman Gotham or the Arkham Knight game when they made Tim Drake and Barbara Gordon a couple because some idiot who was writing just found out what Robin and Batgirl are a couple, cool, and they used the wrong Robin like idiots,
Yeah, I it's kind of like what they did with Han Solo. Yeah, I don't want to keep. Oh, we're running. We're 4 minutes.
Yep, 4 minutes.
But it's kind of like really what they did with Han Solo in the Force Awakens, where he needs to be an admired leader, a married man. He needs to be a family man. He could still be really awesome and really much like Han Solo, but he needs to be a family man and a general now. He needs to be a respected leader.
Yeah.
And J.J. Abrams says, but I liked him when we first saw him in A New Hope.
Yeah.
That kind of writing, it's like if they ever pulled Anakin back, from the dead, he wouldn't be Anakin, he'd be Darth Vader.
Yeah. Let's peel back all of his character progression and just no.
Because we only got to do the cool, edgy stuff because they don't believe in redemption.
Nope.
Anyway.
AL says I missed a super chat from Firewatcher. Are you sure?
Oh no.
I've got an extra pair of eyes here with me.
I've been sort of kind of reading the comments, but it's the print. I use my iMac, so the text is bigger. There it is.
Oh, I did miss a super chat. Yeah. Thank you, AL. I appreciate that. Firewatcher for $2. My birthday is in September too. Septembros. I like that. Septembros. Yeah.
Maybe Septembros.
Septembros. Yeah. Nice. I like that. Well, happy birthday to you too, whether it was in the past or still to come. I guess it could have been the last few days. So yeah. Well,
in any case, maybe if not this Monday, definitely the 13th. I'll do a live stream.
Cool.
Because I miss it.
Yep, she's got the streaming bug again.
I do. I shouldn't keep you. I kind of want more pizza as well.
Okay. Well, go on over to Netters Network. They're going to be doing a rewatch, so don't want to step on those toes. And we're going to go do some video gaming. So thank you guys for hanging out with us, though. Really appreciate all the super chats, and I'll just appreciate all the birthday wishes. I know that I didn't read every single one, but like what Sound of Graver was talking, I'd be going through and catching them. So I really do appreciate all of everybody's engagement. It was great to see. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll be back on at least Thursday night live stream to start book 3 of the Darth Bane trilogy. We're gonna do the book study starting Dynasty of Evil with Big Al and I, and then I'll be back Friday night for another stream as usual, but videos until then, and maybe Sound Engraver on Monday.
Yeah, we'll think of something.
Yeah,
it's a boomy room, so we'll see.
We'll see if we can make it work. But all right, thanks guys. Until then, keep enjoying and digging deeper. You want to finish it?
Into the true hero stories you love.
All done. See ya.
Well, I'm going to be Al right now. Say Al.